Wow. Fishing some cut bait today. Right when I tossed it in, I got a hit. Like, it didn't even settle. It's about 4 seconds after it hit the water, at best. I have no clue what this is. It's a cat, man. It hit it really fast. Fishing on 3-way slip sinker rigs with a 9/0 circle right now on this rod, at least. Kind of hoping it's like a muskie or a pike that just got aggressive. That'd be so fun. Hit it like instantly. Crazy. That's crazy. Probably a cat. Kind of ridiculous. Oh man. Yeah, it looks like a cat. Beach them here. Pretty standard first channel cat. It's 28.5. Number 2. That first fish was really hectic, so I'm gonna try my best to explain things a little better now. Fishing for channel cats today with 3-way slip sinker rigs, at least for now. Kind of fishing around that major current break. That's usually where they're most stacked up in any pool or run, it seems like. Although they can be scattered around in between the seams and in the slack. You usually get the best numbers on the current breaks, but this one I'm fishing just a little past the current break, and this one on the front side towards me of that break. Fishing cut bait on the 3-way slip sinker rigs. Got a 7/0 circle on this one and a 9/0 circle on the other one. Fishing for a trophy. Same thing I've been doing for all year for channel cats. Really been pounding them, trying to find a trophy. Caught some nice ones, but no trophies so far. And the top eyelet in this just got crushed, like this trip or the last trip, so I just noticed it today, so the line's getting chewed up a little easier, so I'm playing them a little different than normal, trying to play them with the rod more straight. I just have a 20-pound test on this, so I can wing it out a ways. See if we can beach this guy. Oh, gotta not let him turn. No, he's not that big, I don't think. Looks on the small side, but with an attitude. I should be able to force him, I think. Yeah, about the same as the last one. It's a little chunkier and a little shorter. It's 27.25. That was a fast hit. Wow. A lot of times they'll be real fast if you find an area with a concentration of them. You know, they just jump on it if you have what they want. Especially this time of year. It seems like they get a little more aggressive as the summer goes on. Also fight a little harder. They do more somersaults. Seem a little pickier in the spring. Hoping to get a big one. I want an upper 30s in length. I'll settle for 35 and change. Or even 35. I'll settle for that. But looking for a big one this year. Just gonna keep pounding it over and over till I get it, or don't. But definitely gonna keep trying. Really been hitting it hard. where they start to get an attitude if they're bigger, usually. He doesn't look that big, but didn't look like a big flash. Another channel cat. They always tend to be skinnier in the river, seems like, especially post-spawn cats. In the middle of summer, really skinny usually. Sometimes they get thick on the back towards this time of year and towards fall, like 50-50 chance, or maybe even less than that actually, but most of them are still pretty skinny on the back, but they're almost never fat, so they really don't weigh much for their length. They're on the low side always. Weigh a lot more if they were a pre-spawn lake fish. Yeah, that's just a little guy. I would have guessed he was a little shorter, but tape measure says he's a really skinny 28 1/4. Wow. This fish also took it right when it touched the water. Unreal. I walked away for like 2 seconds. I don't have something to lock this pole in, so it almost got pulled in. Crazy. This is awesome. I love a pre-storm bite. It's not always amazing, but sometimes it's great. I mean, it's pretty easy to catch catfish either way, but you know, it's right at the end of the weekend, so these sort of places get hammered. So it's nice to find a hot bite early in the week. Here, that was a skinny cat or a pike? Couldn't tell. Fighting like a cat. Really dogging it, doing little circles. Sometimes the pike do pick up cut bait though. I had something right at the end of the last trip, in the last video. I'm probably not going to include it in the video, but right at the end there, something real heavy, like something felt like 15-20 pounds. I was getting some nice cats, like 10 to 12 pounds, but nothing that heavy. It felt heavy and cut me off right away. So it was either a real nice cat that hit a boulder or a pike or a muskie. Not sure. 50-50 on it. Some of these fish just bleed a little bit on the cheek from the circle hook. They should be fine. You know, not catching anything above average today yet, but I still love fishing for catfish. There we go. There's number 5. Or number 6 really. Number 5 felt like a heavy one, but he popped off. It's not been a hot bite, but it's been a pretty steady bite. Got this other line really far out there, so I gotta make sure I don't cross it. Try and pull this guy to the left here. Come on, baby, 35 plus. Where are you? Gotta be somewhere around here. Gotta be. One of these days, hopefully. Did get a couple of nice ones the last trip. A 32 and a 32 and a half on the same trip, which is pretty rare. Something like that to happen. You know, they just seem to drop off in rarity after 30 inches. They get exponentially more rare, it seems. 30s are not common, but pretty frequent, but you know, 31s are getting pretty rare, 32s are rare. More than that's really rare. And I still love catching them though. Even if I don't get a trophy by the end of the year. It's a lot of fun catching these guys. And this line's getting so chewed up by that crushed eyelet. It sucks. Hoping it doesn't cost me a fish. Jeepers, it's just sitting on the bottom. Trying to play him more careful as his line's so chewed. It's crossing my other line, but that's what's going on. He's wrapped up my other line and it's making it tougher to pull him in. I get it. That's why he feels heavier. That's why he's wiggling around weird. Whatever. Let's just try and get them in here and deal with it when we get them in. Try to. Other line's getting all snagged up. Another smaller guy. If I can grab him here. Oh wow, barely got him. Tape says he's about 26 3/4. Alright, yes, finally. That one took a while. Really winged it out there, almost to the second current break. Try to pick up a new fish that's just swimming around the current. You're in a, like, kind of stuck in a pocket a little further out. Not really a pocket, but like a seam. It's all one pool. Definitely slowing down. If I land this guy, I'm going to be 6 for 8 today, which is pretty poor. Losing 2 fish, but I tried to hork another one in. It was really small, and I ripped the hook out of his face halfway in. Come on, baby. Don't disappoint me again. This guy doesn't feel big either. How they feel can be deceiving though. Their attitude really plays a big factor, but pretty sure he ain't a trophy by how I'm horking them in. I know that much for sure. Keep him out of that other line. Shoot, stay this way. A lot of attitude. Summer cats do so many somersaults, like twists and turns, and really get sassy. Come on, baby. Right over here. Right up the shore here. This line's getting so ratty from that eyelet. Be the last time I used this pole for a while. There's another one on the small side. Right on 28. That way, bud.